Welcome into the Joy to the World podcast, the show that celebrates the good in humanity and highlights those who bring joy to their world. Now give it up for your host, Joy.
So I'm here with Jaime from 1441, and we were just sitting here talking about what 1441 is about, who you are trying to help, and why. So we'll just continue our conversation. So
Okay.
1441, now you have an office, and
Yes.
now you're trying to concentrate a little bit harder in this office.
I am trying to concentrate better.
So now, how is this office decorated? Because we were talking about different decorations. So now, do you really have a chair and a desk?
So no, the desk is still in my garage. I got to
Okay.
get it down there. I'm using a fold-up table, 6-foot table right now.
There you go.
It's
As long as it
working
makes
just
you
fine.
work.
But it faces towards the door, so I'm not
Okay.
against a wall. I've got, and the whole thing's painted white with some carpet in there. It's the last carpet of the house.
Gotcha.
So it's very cozy, and I have a whole wall now of cubicles that is full of all of our merchandise. So all of
Merchandise
our
and
t-shirts
pamphlets and
Mhm. Yes, so it's very, very nice in there, nice and clean.
So when you guys go to when you pick up everything to go and take 1441 to an event or to any kind of thing you did, I could mention many different places you guys have been lately.
Yes.
But so when you take all that, what kind of stuff do you take with you?
So I have a box, a wooden box that I keep pictures of Dayton in. I keep the flag in. I keep his boots from the military in it, a couple photos, and there's a notebook in there as well. So I keep that box. It's got handles on it. We take that with us everywhere, and we end up using the box as a prop, and we set the boots on top and the folded flag and his picture. It's kind of like our little,
Like your setup.
Yes, like my setup. So then we take a table, and we have a vinyl tablecloth now that we throw over that, and we put out everything we have is free for the most part, except for us selling, our T-shirts and hats is
So
what we've got
T-shirts
right
and
now.
hats is your merchandise.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
So then we'll get back to Dayton and how all this started. We're just going to be casually talking about it.
Okay.
How long has it been now?
It'll be 4 years, September 16th.
And September is Suicide Awareness Month.
Correct, yes.
And since then, since all that has happened, you and your family started this 1441 to help bring awareness to everybody else, to help the veterans with suicide awareness.
Yes.
So when you go to these places, who are you guys trying to engage? Who are you trying to help? Do people walk up to you, or do you walk up to people?
So part of my gimmick, I say gimmick, it's not a gimmick
It
by
comes
any
true
means.
from your heart.
It does. It truly does. But what I've learned over time is free stuff on the table doesn't go. So I've started making paper sack bags. They have our logo on them. They get stuffed with, some of our freebie stuff. We have fidget spinners right now. We have pens. We have koozies, that kind of thing. So what I do is I make up 22 of these bags, because 22 a day is about the average of how many veterans take their lives every day. That's, I think it's more than that. It varies depending on which website you go to. And I believe that the VA website has it
Okay.
from 2016. So it's not even really
Not even
or
accurate.
2022 or something. So,
But that's the number
but
you
there's
stick with, because
22.
now
That
this
is
what
that has
you-
become the number.
the number for you
yes,
guys.
that is nationwide known, and everybody kind of knows what that number represents.
Gotcha.
So I make up 22 bags, which means I have to pass out, or whoever is with me, we have to pass out those 22 bags before
So that
we
is
can
your
go.
goal every time.
My
is
goal
you're
every
gonna pass
time.
out 22 bags while you're there at any event.
Yep.
Just to make sure that you're bringing awareness to 22 people every time you go.
Yes. And if someone doesn't want it, I kind of give them a spiel of, hey, I pack these bags up every time we go somewhere. There's 22. I want to make it 0, just like how many suicides we want to eliminate on veterans and around everybody. It's not just veterans.
Right.
First responders, kids, teenagers.
So would your goal be every time that you're out and about, like if you could just touch, not just give away a bag, but really touch one person?
Yes.
Yeah. And do you feel like
Yes.
you've come across a couple parents, a sister, a brother, somebody at an event that, just gets you, that,
It's very bizarre how they do come to my table. I usually don't have to pick them out, or I'll notice something, and I don't
or
even
they
know what
walk
it is.
by and kind of looking,
Yes,
and
it's
they
kind
just
of
kind of come
hesitant.
by again and kind of look. So they're standoffish, but they want to come.
Yes. But I'm like, hey, let me give you this bag. And the bag will have maybe a suicide awareness packet in there, or, warning signs, or a safety plan sheet I'll put in there, which is just things along the way that I've learned that, because I got to tell you, when this happened, like, I knew nothing. I knew what Dayton was going through with the VA and with the military and all that, but I didn't know how to help him.
Right. And all the doctor's appointments and all that.
No, and not that he was alone. He did have someone assisting, but didn't have anyone really to help. And
Right.
I was trying to figure out how to help. I don't know. I've got 3 boys that are in the military,
Right.
but I don't know how to help.
And we
in
think
this
that the
way.
boys in the military are strong. Do you know? I mean, that's kind of how I feel. We're like, they're strong, they can handle it all, and
Yeah.
we don't ever think that that they're vulnerable like that. And it just
No.
shows you we're all human.
Exactly. So that's kind of been my go-to, like, how do I find these resources? The simple resources that after I knew, I was like, oh, well, I guess that makes sense. But even me as a mom of 3 military boys and a wife of a veteran, didn't know. Just, you don't know until you have to. And it's like, how can we help get the word out a little bit more to those that might be struggling? And how can we help prevent what happened to us for another family?
Correct. What other ways beyond this have you come in connection with some other people that have educated you, and that, not that you can change anything, but have educated you to help other
Yes.
people?
Well, for our first golf outing that we had 3 years ago. Wait, this was our 4th annual. Jeez. I don't want it to be, but it was. We just had our 4th annual golf outing, memorial golf outing. And the first year we were not, and the first year we just wanted to do something. We just felt the need. We knew, when Dayton passed, that this town came together for us in so many ways that, as we spoke before, I didn't even know, that we're like, okay, how can we do memorialize him in some way? And how can we involve the community? And so we decided to do the golf outing. And we got in connection. There was a couple people that had donated when Dayton passed to Mission 22, which is a national prevention resource. And they have some amazing, amazing programs that can help struggling veterans and families as well. But we reached out to them because this was the first time I'm hearing about Mission 22. And I'm like, well, dang, I wish I'd known about this even
Prior
when Dayton,
to, yeah.
This could, not that it could have helped, but it'd be nice to know that it was there. So we reached out and no one was really available except for one person, because all of our Indiana people were not available as an ambassador for Mission 22 to be at our event. So we got assigned a lady named Kelly from Illinois. Well, we invited Kelly over to our house. We're like, we want you to meet us. We want to know more so that we know what we're promoting as well to our golf outing, and how we can help.
Well, and making sure that that was something you guys wanted to be a representative of too.
Correct. So she came over, and I'm going to tell you, fast forward 4 years, I just spoke with her for 2 hours on the phone yesterday. And she is my sister from another mister. We both have the same birthdays.
Oh, wow.
We are both the same person. Like, we just click like that.
But that's amazing. You guys want to help the same people that you really are.
Exactly.
I mean, that you really are trying to help the same group of people.
Correct.
And not only that, not just to help prevent, but help the people this has already happened to.
Exactly. And, you know, her knowledge is beyond anything I can ever like actually keep in my brain, because my brain just, it does not have room to store a ton of information anymore. But she had very, very deep conversations with Darian, very deep conversations with Dawson, with me and Bobby. And she said that she was so excited and blown away by the way we invited her into our house and how she instantly felt like family. And like I said, 4 years later, I'm chatting on the phone with her again, and she comes to every golf event that we have.
And it's amazing to have somebody to talk to that that you can open up to, because not everybody can understand the roller coaster. Not everybody can understand everything that goes on. Not everybody can understand how one day it's okay and the other day it's not okay. So you need somebody like that.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And so there's Mission 22 is one of them that we've we partnered up with her. Yeah. So you know, if I have
just
questions,
coexisting.
If I have questions, I call her. You know, if there's a situation that arises, I will reach out to her and say, what do I do? Like, what's my next steps with this person? I get advice from her, a lot of advice from her, and she's wonderful.
So right now, the golf outing is probably your biggest fundraiser.
It is yes, it is our biggest fundraiser. We do tabling events, but we're really there to raise the awareness. We give out the bags. We may sell some shirts. But it's really our presence there. Let people know. It's more of a, let's talk to people and let other people know that they're not alone. Yeah. And some of the people that have come out and come to our table and has just been.
I love your little contest at your golf outings.
The
costume events.
So she was the one that did the new event this year with
that was cute.
What
was it, 1980s or whatever?
Oh yes. Okay, that one. Yeah, we did like the swing into the 80s. Yeah. It was cute. I'm like, we need to do that more next year
because it makes it more fun.
It does. It gave it kind of
more interesting, a little twist,
and had some of the golfers dress up as well in the in that kind of.
It was cute.
That kind of theme.
Yes,
I guess I should say. So. But yeah, so we had Mission 22 I became very close with. And then I had gone on a retreat to Georgia on a whim. I still am not on Facebook a lot. I don't really go on there much except for to maybe check the foundation, maybe check some of my notifications. I'm not a searcher anymore. I used to be.
Just doesn't help your heart.
It doesn't. I can't. I don't. I've basically have cut that out just for sanity's sake.
Reasons.
Yes. But I was scrolling one day and I come across this page and it says they're having a retreat, and I'm like, what is this? And I come to find out it's called MOVS, MOVS.
Oh,
it is Mothers of Veteran Suicide.
Never heard of it.
No. So I was like, okay, let me read into this a little more. And I looked at Bobby and I'm like, hey, this is a mother. She hasn't lost anyone to suicide, but she has 2 boys that were in the military. And she has actually traveled the world. Not the world.
Well, I know what
Let's
you're saying.
cut back. She's traveled the United States because she actually was first.
She's been around.
She has been, and she travels in an RV. So actually, if you look her up, she's the RV gypsy.
Oh, really?
For the first, I don't even know. I don't know how many years she did that for, but she would travel around and visit veterans and, American Legions and stop in the middle of Walmart, whatever. And
just help people.
Yes. And then she started to realize how many moms
have lost children to suicide that were veterans.
So out of the kindness of her heart, she has opened up her home to moms,
really,
like me. And I was drawn to it. Like there was something that just like drew me to
go.
Yes. And here I am, my dad had just passed away. This was did I go in May? Anyway, it doesn't matter. But But it was after my dad passed. And so I called her up and I'm like, I would love to come, but I know my dad would really be mad at me if I just like got on a plane and flew to someone's house.
A random home, like a kidnapper.
So I need to talk to you face to face before I come. Me as like, 42-year-old that has to call me before I go anywhere.
I willingly got kidnapped.
So I did that. And I'm telling you what, she just stole my heart. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to go. All of it cost is the flight there. You're housed, your food's all prepared. There's therapy sessions. There's just
So do people donate to her to be able
Yes.
to do this?
so
Really?
this golf outing, this one we had in June, that's what we raised money for.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because
so
I'm
you're
like,
giving
yeah.
back.
So I want to go back and do another retreat, but I also know that there's other moms that need to get to this.
Right.
So I went with 14 other women, other moms, and I would see one of them every time I visited Dawson in San Diego. We would get together and we would do lunch, or she'd come by, or we did dinner. All the family went to dinner with her.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's a few of us that have really stuck
Bonded.
together.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So another thing that they do is they do charms with their son's name on it, and it has a little saying on there with his picture, whatever the moms want to do.
Right, because some people don't want a picture, some people do.
Right, or whatever saying they want on there, and it's basically just to leave it behind. So someone else finds it.
Oh.
And it's kind of just like a little note that says, hey, you matter. Like, we see you.
right.
We hope you have a wonderful day.
Kind of like what Vicky does with Indiana Fallen Heroes. If you want the picture on there, great. If you don't, you don't. But just
Right.
some way for somebody
Yes.
to remember them.
So a lot of us just so when I've gone on trips, I did dog tags instead.
Mm-hmm.
So we attach little dog tags to my card. And then I got to thinking, because I had a Jeep, and I'm like, wait a minute. Let's do ducks. Why am I not
Yeah.
attaching this to ducks?
Right, especially when you're ducking all the Jeeps.
I know. So here I started attaching them to ducks. And then I went, what can I call this? Like, this needs a name. And that's where Dayton's Ducks and Dog Tags came from.
There you go.
So that's where I pass those out. And I'll pass them out. I'll leave
saw the
them on
Jeep.
Jeeps. But then there's like, we'll go somewhere. And I'm like, yeah, I wish Dayton was here. And I'll leave that little piece behind. And he was there with me. And now I hope someone else finds him. And I've got a Facebook page. I don't, I just hope that he gets found.
I know, but I saw the Jeep all decked out. That
Oh,
was really
yes.
cool.
I finally got my Jeep
Yes, good
all
job.
detailed out.
But
so
I love that. I mean, what a great idea, because as these things inspire you, you can come out with things that will inspire somebody else. And that's the whole point, is just keep inspiring
Right.
people. Help and prevent, and then inspire. And I think that
Exactly.
you've really accomplished all that.
somehow, I still don't know how this is going as well as it has. I don't know what I'm doing.
But that's the
To
whole
be
point.
honest,
if
I
you
don't.
were, if you knew what you're doing, because I think that spoils it all. I think when everything comes from the heart, it goes a lot better, because then it just comes to you and you're like, oh my gosh, let's do this to help somebody. Oh my gosh, let's help me. Oh my gosh, let's help
Right.
that person.
Right.
I think when you're too organized and you're so, what could you say, just put in a box, then I think we're only helping X amount of people. I think when we're all big-hearted,
Yeah.
then I think we get more done, do you know?
Right.
Because then you're open-minded about who needs it, when they need it, and then you're open to start more things.
Right.
So I think
Right.
that's why you're probably so successful at helping people and helping yourself, is by being open about it.
Right. Well, and I know the thing was, like, the golf outing, that first golf outing went amazingly. I mean, just out of control. Never would have imagined. And that's when we decided to turn this into a nonprofit, and we could do more.
Yeah.
We could reach more people. We needed to, reach the non-golfers
Yeah.
per se. So I would have to say that along the last 3 years, we have attempted to do a non-golf event for, a little fundraiser. Nothing huge, maybe in the winter. And it hasn't worked. And so we
But you gotta
decided, you know
try
what?
new things. Yeah,
You
you'll try
do have to
something
try
else.
new things, but it's like, okay, you know what? The timing just, I have a amazing board and members of 22 people.
Yeah, I know a couple of them.
Yeah, I know. And it's like, they have families. We all have families. And ours just keeps kind of getting bigger and bigger.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, I don't want to ask anybody to do something I wouldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
And everybody has a different skill level.
Right. And there's no way I would send, certain people to an event by themselves without me, or, because I don't want to put them in a spot they're not ready, or that
and some people are more comfortable doing other things. Some people want to be the face of it, and some people want to do the back end of it.
Exactly.
So you just got to do that.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to add to help anybody, or is there something that you can think of to help somebody who's in a similar situation to you? Where to go to, where to start, how to hide, how to get out? Because there's both.
There is both. I do know, always check on your person. Go with your gut. If you feel there's something wrong, use the gut. I didn't see it. I didn't have the opportunity to see how much he was struggling. He was very good at hiding it. We talked about things, but never to the extent that, we've just always, I don't know, it was really hard for our family always being tight and knowing each other and always being there and call each other for advice and help and, being there through thick and thin. And we didn't see it. So there are warning signs. I have them on my website, 1441foundation.com. There's also safety plans, which I have available as well. If you just want to email me, I can send it to you. No questions asked.
And what's your email?
The 1441foundation@gmail.com. Most everything is the 1441 Foundation. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook as well, and message me if you want. I am just here in Lowell, so I know we've reached.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention that.
Yeah, well, we didn't. We've reached up northwest Indiana.
Where we are.
Yeah, so we've been up there. We go to the Vets and Coffee all the time at Wicker Park. Those are the first Tuesday of every month.
Okay.
They have a Vets and Coffee, and it's literally coffee and donuts, and there's a bunch of resources there. There's a bunch of veterans there that sit around and talk, and then there's some people that will stand up and kind of tell their or who they work for, or in my circumstance, I would tell my story, and just it's really hard because I'm not in the situation where I knew what to do beforehand. But now I would say a safety plan, and this is something that you would make with your person that you're concerned about. You sit down and you ask them, okay, what makes you go into those trauma mindset? What triggers you, I should say, is the word. And it's literally just like a 5x7 piece of paper that I have.
Well, it doesn't hurt for anybody to look over it, because you don't know. You may not know that you know somebody who's going through that. So why not look at it?
And to know that most military members have this. They have had to fill this out before. So they do know what one is.
They're aware of it. They need to be reminded of it.
Yes. And we're here. You're not alone. I would say, using the 988 number is huge. Okay. And that could be for family or if you're a veteran, you can press 1 and get a veteran.
Okay.
It can be peer-to-peer. If you're not a veteran, dial 988. It's nationwide now. So it's anybody and everybody can call. And that's even for, if you're a family member and you think something's wrong, you can call and get advice, and maybe they can talk you through extra things. I am not a, what's the word I'm looking for?
Not a professional?
Correct. I'm just a mom. And I love to give more love and care and that nurturing
Well,
to
we're
everybody.
enablers by profession.
Exactly.
Moms are just
But
that way.
yes, if you, 988 would be my first place to call.
Okay.
And like I said, to look for those warning signs. And unfortunately, the warning sign we did have is the very last warning sign that I didn't realize, because I didn't know warning signs.
Yeah.
Why would this happen to my family?
Yeah.
I mean,
We love each other. We're strong.
right. Like,
Yeah.
I never saw that coming. So anyway, it's we do toolkits though also. So if you
Okay.
got a hold of me and you're struggling, or if a veteran's struggling, we make a toolkit. I know you were saying put things in a box, but it's a basic toolkit that if I know the situation, I then add to personally.
Okay.
We take them to our events with us. We'll take a few of them with us. So we have one for veterans kind of in crisis or that needs to know some more resources for them. And then we also have one for families
Okay.
that have either struggling or that have lost someone. And like I said, there again, it's a basic box, but I have two of them at home because someone has let me know that there's been 2 suicides recently of a veteran. And I have researched and, in lieu of a gift or flowers, I have done what their request is in lieu of. I add that to the box and I add a personal message and just let them know. Now, I don't send it out right away because as the loss has happened, you don't know what's happening, and I don't want to throw a box at you either.
Mm-hmm.
But I will within the next week or 2 be sending those out, and if they do anything with
If
it,
they can
great.
use it, they will.
But everything is in there that has helped me along the way, or some of these other mobs that I know that has helped.
And all you could do is give somebody something, like they always say. You can, give the horse water. You can't make them drink. Same thing.
No.
They will use it when it is good for them.
Yes.
And you don't know when
Yes.
that time is.
No, and it's even just to let them know you're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
And that is my main thing. You're not alone. If you're struggling, you're not alone. Our family has struggled deeply with this loss, and all in our different ways.
Well, and not always at the same time either.
No. And I'm very proud of my family where we are now. We've been separated with the military. My youngest one's not in, but his wife is, to where, they've been San Diego, California, so far away, but it's been great to go visit and have it out.
But nicer that
they're closer to home, which is so awesome. But it's still like there's still that empty chair.
Mm-hmm.
So we went out to dinner not too long ago, all of us, and I honestly was hesitant to go. I wanted to go, but I didn't want to see my 2 boys sitting there and my Dayton not there. So,
but you can't punish them for him not being there.
And we were going because it was just good times. Like we were celebrating them coming home. We were celebrating a new house. Just being together. But I was dreading that empty chair. And I'll tell you what, this is what happened. I'm going to be very vulnerable at the moment.
Let's do it.
We drove past the cemetery, and I said, Dayton, come with me. Come with us. Come eat with us. Now, I said it to myself. I was in a car with people, but, I was just kind of like, come on. And we get there, and we go inside. I have my grandbaby with me.
Which
and
is beautiful.
we're at Woo's house, so we're gonna have hibachi, right? So we all got to sit around the table. So like the short side, and then the long side, and I'm all the way at the end on the long side. I feel like I was on The Office and Dwight yelling at the other end of the table. But I look down, and on that short end is my daughter-in-law, Dawson, my grandbaby Ronnie, Darian, and my other daughter-in-law, and then my husband. And I instantly went, there's not an empty chair. Ronnie was sitting in it. My granddaughter was sitting in it. And that just was like, oh my gosh, he came to dinner he's here. Like, and there's a lot of times I feel him all the time. I feel him all the time until I run myself ragged and I'm not looking up. I'm always looking down and I don't see him. And then all of a sudden I'll have like this empty pit in my heart and I'm like, you got to look up. You got to look up.
Because you're not looking.
Correct.
So it's not that he's not there. It's just
I'm
you
not
got
looking.
tired and you're not looking.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to be more aware
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah.
So you got to keep your energy level up.
Right.
Don't wear yourself down.
Which I'm horrible at. And I'm learning that, I do need to take time for myself. We don't take time for ourselves.
Right.
And I've been struggling with that. And,
But I think we all struggle in a certain way. None of us are
Absolutely.
perfect.
oh, I know.
But I am so proud of you today.
Thank
you know
you.
that. That's why I love you, friend. That's why I'm proud of you. But I think that we covered it all. And I
Okay.
think and hope and pray that we help one person at least.
That's my goal.
Our goal would be 22.
Absolutely.
But if we can help one, that would be it.
And I know we have.
Okay.
I know we have.
Anything else you can think of?
No, like I said, we're just here. I want everybody to know that you're not alone. If you feel you're alone, we're here. And all you have to do is reach out. Come see us at an event.
There you go.
You don't have to say anything. Just come up and I'll give you a bag. I'll give you a hug if you want it.
That you're good at.
I am good at hugs.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Joy to the World podcast. Be sure to follow us on Spotify and click that subscribe button on YouTube. Tune in next week to meet another person bringing joy to their world.